Hello everyone, it's Mr. Montgomery again with another fun day of math, and we've been doing a lot with story problems and subtraction. Heard story problems about when stuff gets taken away, how many do we have left, or if we have to find the missing part, or maybe we have to find the difference between two things. How many more lollipops does someone have than someone else? So today we're going to work again with some more story problems, and you might see at the very top of your page it says act it out. And maybe that seems a little scary because we don't know how to act out problems, but that's okay because we're going to do things the same way we always do. We're going to circle the important details. We're going to make sure we read our number sentence, and we can draw simple pictures to help ourselves out. So lucky for us, someone just happened to leave a story problem here for us to solve. Now you don't have to write any of this down, don't have to draw any of this. Just make sure you're following along with me, and then we're going to do another one after this all together. So let's read this together, and you need to help me figure out what the important parts are. 5 apples are on a tree. Do you hear something important? I think we did. Pretty sure it's this number 5 here. Sounds important. 2 apples fall off. Do you hear something important again? I think so. I'm hoping that you're all saying number 2 in this sentence. That 2 sounds important. How many apples are on the tree? Well, first, before we look at our fancy picture that someone left us over here, let's make our subtraction sentence. 5 apples are on the tree. Is this 5 the whole? Is this how many apples we have altogether? Or is this the part? I'm hoping you're all saying that this is the whole. This is our big number. Now, does our big number go on the first line or on the second line? It goes on the first line because it's our big number. We can only take stuff away from a big number. So our whole number always goes first in our subtraction sentence. Next, the number 2. 2 apples fall off. Where do we put this 2? Are we going to put this at the end of the number sentence? No. They're telling us that 2 fall off, so we have to take 2 away from 5. So we're going to put that right here in our subtraction sentence. And now what they're saying is these 2 apples here, they didn't want to stay on the tree anymore, so they went pew. And this one also went pew. And they just fell on the ground. Now, or we could just simply make a line through them and cross them out. And how many apples do we have left? 1, 2, 3. 3 apples. But what would we do if they didn't give us this fun, fancy picture next to the problem? Could we still figure it out? You know what? Let's try solving this without a fancy picture. Hold on, let me get a fresh page. Okay. Okay, so now that we don't have a fancy picture to help us out, let's see how we would solve this problem. Because we're not always going to have these really cool pictures to help us. So let's read it again. Circle the important things. 5 apples are on the tree. Yep, 5 is important. 2 apples fall off. That's also important. And now you can write this one with me down here if you like. So let's see, this 5 is that our part or our whole number? That is our whole number. And minus, what's the part we know? The part we know is 2. Part we know is 2. Now how can we figure this out if we're not sure what 5 minus 2 is? Well, we can do one thing we always do. We can draw our own little quick picture. So I'm going to draw 5 circles. And how many circles do I cross out? 2. cross out 2 circles. And how many circles are left? 1, 2, 3. 3. So 5 minus 2 equals 3. And we just learned that we can check our answer with addition. And if you remember my little trick, we're going to take these 2 parts, right? Because 2 parts always equal the whole number. So we have to check. So we're going to scooch this number down. Write that 2 there. We're going to scooch down the 3 because the 2 parts, they hug the plus sign. So one part and the other part, they have to give this plus sign a hug because that plus sign gets lonely. And then I'm going to draw myself 2 dots here to help me count. I'll draw 3 dots here. Help me count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 plus 3 equals 5. You know what? This whole number here is the same as this whole number here. So that means we did everything right. We did this the right way. And how about we go to the next page? How about everyone turn to page, it'll say page 82 at the bottom of your work mat. And I'm going to get that same page up here so we can all work together. Okay, now I'll give you guys a couple extra seconds to open up to that page. It should look just like mine. Have a big number 1 at the top left corner. Okay, so let's start reading this together. And as always, make sure you tell me when to circle important things. There are 7 balls. Is there anything important? There sure was. So I'm going to circle that important number they told us. 4 roll away. Was there something important? There sure was. This number 4. How many are left? So they want to know how many balls are left, but they didn't give us a fun picture. Oh no, this is going to be so hard. No, it's not. It's going to be nice and easy. We're going to do this the same way we always do. So first thing we have to do is make our number sentence. The first number we have to put, they already kind of did it for us, is the whole number, which is 7. Go ahead and trace that 7. And 4 roll away. 4 is the part that we know. So we can trace this 4 because we know that the part that we know goes next. And I know that kind of gives the answer here, but let's pretend it's not there. How would we figure this out if we have no special box to help us count on and we have no fancy pictures to help us? How are we going to figure this out? I'm going to show you how. We can just do our very quick, easy pictures. How many balls should I draw for my quick picture? 7, because 7 is our total. That's our whole number. So go ahead and you can draw these with me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We have 7 altogether. 4 balls roll away. So how many are we going to cross out? Are we going to cross out all 7? No, that would be silly. That would just be so silly. That wouldn't make sense. So let's cross out 4, because there are 4 in the part that we know. Ready? Cross them out. 1, 2, 3, and 4. How many are left? Well, let's count them. 1, 2, and 3. Now go ahead and trace that 3. I'll tell you what, I think you guys are probably getting this really, really easy. So I would like you to try number 2 on your own and then we're going to do it together. So go ahead, circle the important things. Make sure you write the whole number in the correct spot in our number sentence, and make sure you write the number 2 in the right spot in our number sentence. And if you need something to help you figure out the subtraction sentence, what the answer is, don't forget to draw yourself a quick picture. So go ahead, I'll give you guys a minute. Okay, I think I might have given you enough time. So let's read this together and then and circle the important things. So 5 bugs are on a leaf. Well, they told us a big number already, so that's important. Let's go ahead and circle it. 2 crawl away. Yeah, they told us another important number there. Go ahead and circle that. How many are left? That's a tough question. So, first thing we have to do, we have to write down our whole number, our big number that says how many bugs altogether. How many bugs do we have altogether? 5. So go ahead and make sure you have number 5 written down on that first line, because that's how many bugs there that are on the leaf altogether. Minus a part. What is the part that they told us? How many bugs crawled away? 2. They say that 2 bugs crawled away. So let's go write that 2. Now, to help us figure this out, I'm going to draw a quick picture. Now, how many little circles should I draw for my bugs? Should I draw 2 circles, the part, or should I draw how many bugs there were all together? How many bugs there were all together? Right. So 2 circles, 3, 4, and 5. I have my quick picture. I'm ready to go. Now, I know how many bugs there are all together. How many crawled away? 2. So how many should I cross out? I should cross out 2, so let's do that. 1, 2. Let's count how many are still in the leaf. 1, 2, 3. So 5 minus 2 equals 3. There we go. Okay, I'm going to read number 3 with you, and then I'm going to have you try this one on your own again, and then we will go over it together. 9 apples are in a bowl. Tina eats 1 apple. How many are left? So I would like you guys to try this one on your own. Remember, circle the important things. Make sure you write the whole number first, then the part. And if you need help, draw yourself a quick picture, just like the one we did up here. Okay, so go ahead. I'll give you guys a minute. Okay, I think I might have given you guys enough time on that one. So let's start reading it together. See if we all have the same thing. So remember to tell me when we have something important. 9 apples are in a bowl. Did we hear something important? Yes, we did. That number 9. Tina eats 1. Did we hear something important again? We sure did. It's that number 1. That number 1 is very important. How many are left? So let's start making our number sentence because we have our important numbers. Which number is our total, our big whole number that tells us how many apples there are all together? Is it the number 1 or is it this number 9 over here? It's the number 9. We're going to plug that in right down here. So 9 is our whole number. Then Tina eats 1. Where does that 1 go? Does that go after the equal sign? No. It's going to go right down here. Now, how many are left? Now, I know we don't have much space, but that's okay. We can still make our quick picture. So down here, I'm going to make 9 apples. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so 9 is our total. That's how many apples are all together. And how many should I cross out? 1, because 1 is the part we know. So we cross it out, just like that. And let's count how many apples we have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we have 8 apples altogether. And what if I wasn't sure about this and I really wanted to check my work? Because we should always check our work. We can add. So let's see if we can make a little addition problem and check our work. Okay. So what's the and let me change the color. There we go. So who remembers my little trick? We're going to take this part, we're going to scooch it down over here. So 1 plus what? You know, I'm going to scooch down my other part also. So we have 1 plus 8 equals, so 8, and then 9 equals 9. You know what? This whole number is the same as this whole number. That means we did everything right. So 9 minus 1 really does equal 8, and we are all good to go. Get a check mark. Woo! Check mark. Yay. And so what I would like you guys to do next is do number 4 on this page all by yourself. And then go on to the next page and do 5, 6, 7, and 8 all on your own. And when you're done, if you would like, you can also try the back page that has problems number 9, 10. Don't worry about 11. 11 is a little too much. Just you can try 9 and 10 though. When you're done everything, please put the paper on my desk so I can check it. And I will talk to you guys soon. Don't forget, if you have any questions, please come ask me. Okay. Have fun.